Alright, so silly stuff here. Okay. This is a week ago. This band at Perfect Circle. Not a really big fan of them. They're okay. They've got some good songs, but I feel like they're more of they miss more than they hit. But the songs they do hit on, awesome. And this is the lead singer of Tool, the band Tool, which that was no one knows for sure, and we'll never find out. But the German occultic society, secret society that put Hitler into power was called Thule, and it was pronounced Tool. And I think this band has enough symbolism and the stuff this guy talks about to say that he is very much connected to the occult and knows exactly what that stuff is all about. So has the band Tool come from the German secret occultic society Tool? I don't know. But I feel like there's enough evidence to say that he's definitely part of some sort of secret society club. So anyway, they play this song, by a Perfect Circle, his other band, So Long and Thanks for All the Fish. The perfect circle is a reference to the zodiac because it's just one circle. It's a universe inside a universe inside a universe, because that zodiac is your clock, that zodiac is your calendar, that zodiac is creation, that zodiac is you, that zodiac is the universe. It's all sorts of things inside itself. It's all within. So there's a circle inside a circle, inside a circle, or a universe inside a universe, inside a universe, inside a universe. A mom is the universe. A mom has eggs. That's another universe. A mom gives birth to a daughter. That's another universe. That daughter has eggs inside her. That's another universe. So the fact just from birth on Earth proves all that there's a universe inside a universe inside a universe, a circle inside a circle inside a circle, and eventually it is perfect. You see the tunnel, the vortex, the spiral, space and time, all that right here. That eventually it squares itself. So like the Masons, the square and the compass, right? It's a perfect circle that eventually squares itself. So space and time, square and compass, square and circle. And so this guy's saying so long and thanks for all the fish is exactly what I've been talking about since the Super Bowl in February, right? Because we are now out. This is the Mayan calendar. You see the fish? That whole end of the world stuff, end of the age, end of the Mayan calendar stuff was they were telling you it was the end of the age. It was the end of the age of Pisces right here. You see it? Here's the gills, here's the fish, here's the mouth, here's the eye. This is representing the end of the age of Pisces, but it's also now the beginning of the age of Aquarius. That song, and this was in 2012, right? Just like that huge song by Imagine Dragons I've done on here before. The whole radioactive, because they're talking about change, they're talking about mutation, they're talking about transformation. And the chorus, that is one of the biggest songs, seriously, to come out in the last decade, at least. And that how the chorus goes is, welcome to the new age, to the new age, welcome to the new age, to the new age. Because the age of Pisces, the fish, is over. So now we're into the age of Aquarius. So I really think this guy knows exactly what he's talking about. And he says, so long, and thanks for all the fish. Because remember, that's what does this not even prove that for 2 months now, 3 months, excuse me, that I've been talking about this and talking about the Super Bowl and how you had the Eagles that won. And that's an air sign. Eagles fly, eagles, you fly, you got your feathers, it's your air sign. And Aquarius is an air sign. And then that's who won the Super Bowl were the Eagles. And who was at the halftime show? Timber Lake, right? Lake is water. Pisces is water. And I even said, as in timber, as that's what you say when something's on its way down. You chop a tree and it's falling. You say timber, as in see you later, or hey, so long, water, and thanks for all the fish. I mean, come on, man. Seriously. And this guy knows. All right, here's something. I made a video about this a couple years ago. This was in 2016 this came out. This guy got in some hot water for saying this stuff. Maynard James Keenan, that's the name of this guy. That's the name of the lead singer of A Perfect Circle, also the lead singer of the band Tool. This is what he said. Maynard James Keenan hopes for extinction level split to set humanity straight. In an interview, Tool frontman Maynard James Keenan has said that an extinction level event would help set humanity straight. Asked by AZ Central via Blabbermouth if he thought that tweeting and trolling had contributed to a drop in intelligence and what could be done about it, he responded, quote, "What I think would help is some borderline extinction level event. I think that would kind of set everything pretty straight. Something gorgeous, a meteor, a few tidal waves, maybe a rapid ice age. Something to kind of make you worry more about food, clothing, and shelter rather than tweeting. I think maybe just that entitlement, the ability to immediately express an unfounded opinion that's not based on any kind of fact or research, it's just your opinion. I can see how that can be kind of unnerving. It's like the darkest version of Yelp. It's unfortunate." And asked if the collective intelligence of society has dropped, he replied, "I don't know if you've seen the documentary. It's a pretty intense documentary called Idiocracy, which used to be a comedy and now it's a documentary. I don't know what's happening out there. What's going to happen next? Is it zombies? I'm ready for anything now." Do I need to say anything? I don't think so. And what's funny is that and right around this time he was in some real hot water because he said his fans were stupid. Because this guy I think he obviously, a lot of them think it's funny, but this guy really seems to get bothered because he puts this stuff in all his music. He puts it in all his symbolism on his covers and his CD artwork and all that shit, or whoever does, not necessarily him. But I'm just saying he knows what that stuff means. And I think he gets pissed because no one's picking up on it. And so he got in hot water saying his fans were dipshits, they were dumb as shit, they're retarded. And then the fans backlashed on him and then he backpedaled, which is hilarious. This is the same guy, right? Here's his album, done videos on this too. This is from Anima, and this is on the back cover. It's literally California falling into the ocean. Where have we seen that before? And then here's the actual CD art. This is what the CD actually looks like. We've talked about this. Here's the sex act, but he's trying to tell you as above, so below. All right, this guy knows what's up. So he knows that we're out of Pisces. So long. Thanks for the fish. Thanks for the teaching. Now it's time to use it. That's Aquarius. See the constellation here, Aquarius? He's the water bearer. You see the fish down here at his feet? Because now it's time for the air sign, Aquarius. And here's another thing. Let's see what Jesus talked about this. Jesus told them, as you go into the city is your mind. You will meet a man carrying a jar of water. Follow him into the house. Here's another way it's told. Here's another version of the Bible. Behold, and he said unto them, Behold, when ye entered into the city, there ye shall find a man bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him into the house where he enters in. Water is a representation of consciousness. So that whole Jesus walked on water stuff, they're talking about how he was above that. He raised his consciousness. He was at a higher level. He was above the water. He was at a higher level of consciousness. So he's telling you, Aquarius is where it's at. Now it's time to rise above. Now it's time to raise your consciousness. So I had someone on here, okay, that did this. It's just your opinion, or what he said. I think maybe that's just the entitlement, the ability, excuse me, see, because I'm worked up and I'm trying really hard to keep this all in check. The ability to immediately express an unfounded opinion that's not based on any kind of data or fact or research. It's just your opinion. I can see how that can be kind of unnerving. Yeah. I had someone on my Double Dragon video come out and said, and they know me by name, so obviously they've been watching me for a little bit. My name's Tony, for the newcomers, by the way. Hello, nice to meet you. Saying, I haven't heard you say much about Jesus lately. Kind of, are you all right? I hope everything's okay. I haven't heard you mention Jesus. Excuse me. How many times have I said the word Aquarius over the past, probably what? 6 or 7 months now, anytime I say the word Aquarius, I'm literally quoting Jesus. So what I had was I had someone come on here and do that. Express an unfounded opinion that's just not based on any kind of data or fact or research. They knocked on my door and they said, hey, I don't really like how you're not saying something that's kind of making me wonder about you a little bit. Are you okay? Because you're not pandering to me. You're not just coming out and saying stuff but you got to just come out and say Jesus. You're not talking about it enough. I'm kind of worried about you, while I'm literally quoting the guy. Y'all need to quit coming on here and pointing fingers and throwing rocks, and don't worry about me. Are you going to jump in the fire for me? Is that what you're going to do? If you're not prepared to suffer for my sin and for my mistakes, then shut your mouth. Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself. Hey, what'd this guy say here? A meteor, a few tidal waves, maybe a rapid ice age, something to kind of make you worry more about food, clothing, and shelter rather than tweeting and wondering and worrying about what someone else said on YouTube. I mean, this is where my Tony the Tiger side comes out, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know how much longer I can keep it in. I don't. I really don't. And I can't much longer. I think by October, November, it's going to come out, and there's nothing I can do about it. Everyone in my family, everyone at my work, everyone I know physically in this reality has lied to me, and it's all been proven in the past 6 or 7 months in a big, awful, awful way that's been unnerving, that's been soul rattling, that's been heart crushing, that's been spirit crushing. No one has any idea what I've been through the last 7 months. And that's all because it's my time. It's your time too. That's why he says something gorgeous, because the truth shall set you free. And I ain't been doing nothing but live. I'm not one of these people that come on here and just does this shit and speaks. I live this stuff. This is my time. 37 years of making mistakes. I am in no way, shape, or form a perfect person, but true story, I've learned from my mistakes, and I have worked on myself like no one out there knows about. So now this is going to come out of me because I can't hold it in anymore, because it's time. It's time to step in, because these people are psychos. And I'm excited, man. It's going to be something gorgeous. And I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to put it online, and I'm going to show and tell you what I've been doing, and you can say, hey, that's great. Or you can throw rocks like this other piece of shit on here, call me a redheaded Phoenician piece of shit, telling me I'm the devil and all this kind of stuff. It says he's godlike and follows Christ. But I can't help what color my hair is. So you're on here throwing a fit about how God created me, saying you're God Christ-like, that I'm a devil piece of shit, redheaded loser, liar, and then I've been spreading disinformation. And none of this is disinformation. More shit's come true with the stuff and the stars than anything I've done in the past 6 years. It's all right here. I'm quoting Jesus, for crying out loud. But again, I don't know if that guy's paid to do that stuff, or he's just like that person who said that about me. I don't know. You're not really talking about Jesus, but you guys are on drugs. You're on drugs. That's all there is to it. You're all in for a show, man. You're in for a show.